I love having flowers in pots all over the property. But this is our cabin, and I'm not always here to water them. So several years ago, I learned how to make a self-watering planter, and I thought that maybe today I would show you how to make one too. So here's a little project that I thought I would show you how to do, and it creates a self-watering planter for you. It's really handy if you happen to have a cabin or live somewhere where you aren't always around and always able to water your flowering plants when they need it. So this is, I don't even know how to tell you how big it is, but it's huge. It's a really big planter, probably comes up to my knees. And so I'm going to show you how to make it self-watering. And then once we get the dirt in it, I'm going to just take the plants out of those hanging baskets, and I'm going to plop them right in, and voila, instant flower pot. Okay, so it's important that you have a pot that does not already have a hole in the bottom. If it has a hole that can be plugged, you would need to do that, but otherwise you're looking for a big planter that you can put water in and it's going to stay there. However, the first thing that I did with this one is I took a drill and I put a hole on either side about 6 or 8 inches up from the bottom. This means that it can't accumulate more than that much water. If it gets more than that much water, it'll start to spill out. What I'd had happen in the past is that it had rained and overfilled the pot because there is no hole at the bottom, and then the plants were drowning. Not good. Now the other thing is that obviously you're not going to fill this entire thing up with dirt. You need a reservoir in the bottom of water. So I just go ahead and put like this 1 gallon plant pot in there upside down, and what that's going to do is support the disc that we're going to put in a minute. So I'll show you the next step. Okay, so now what we're going to do is I take a piece of towel. You could use like long socks or something, anything scrap that you can sacrifice. I cut it into strips, drop it all the way to the very bottom so that it touches the bottom, and hang it up over the edge. What this is going to do is it's going to absorb the water and bring it up to the plants. And I've got a piece of plywood cut to a circle with an extra little hole here that I'll show you in a minute what that's for. But we're going to put this down, and I'm going to put a little bit of dirt in before I fold the fabric up, and then I'm going to add some more dirt on top of that. Okay, so that little hole in the piece of plywood is where I put this piece of, I don't know if it's PVC piping or not, but anyway, you know what it is. Little tubey piping, plastic. I pop that down in. What that does is it allows me to water down through this hole without having to soak the entire pot and have the water make its way to the bottom. I mean, it will do that, and you can, that's fine. But this just turned out to be kind of handy to let me put a hose in and just basically fill the bottom up. So now we're going to drape the pieces of fabric over. And then add some more dirt. Now I have filled these pots in a variety of different ways over the years, by putting little basket plants in and starting them myself, or in this case just going and taking an entire already planted hanging basket, pulling it out of the pot and then just dropping it in. So today that's what I'm going to do. Okay, it's all filled up with dirt. It's all filled up with flowers. My little tube is in the right spot here. It's a little bit kind of, you know, hopefully over time it'll be hidden with the plants as they grow. So now I'm just going to water it in. Make sure that the actual hanging basket plant roots are in good contact with the soil. And then I'm going to use the little spout and fill it up. And of course I'll know that it is full when water starts to spill out through the little drain hole that I put in.
And that's it. I managed to put 2 of these planters together today. It was a fairly easy project. It's a pretty simple system, and I have found that it works really well for keeping my plants growing happy and healthy when I'm not there to water them. So I hope maybe you'll give this project a try, and thanks for watching this video. Bye-bye.